Japan is expected to remove South Korea from its so-called whitelist of countries with minimum trade restrictions. The restriction list will expand from just 3 to over 1,100 items, threatening not only South Korea's exports, but also global economic growth. Kim Da-mi reports.
South Korea's bread-and-butter semiconductor exports will be the first domino to fall, and it could be followed by many others if Japan widens its export curbs. Future growth in the country's semiconductor industry will be seriously compromised as key components and materials needed for research and development can no longer be sourced from Japan. The next target is the country's hydrogen vehicle sector, which Korea sees as an important source of future growth. Japan has in fact already warned that it could include machine tools and carbon fiber in its restriction list, which are critical components in producing hydrogen cars and fuel tanks.
Korea is also a major producer of automobiles. We also are trying to break into the hydrogen market, power market. The popular opinion is that the next industries that Japan will hit if they do decide to expand the restriction is Korean automobile market because they act as competitors to Japanese automakers.
Japan's economic pressure will also disrupt the global value chain, slowing the global economy, especially China's.
China makes finished products with Korean semiconductors. If China, which is considered the #1 global manufacturer, fails to produce advanced electronic goods, global supply will dramatically decrease. That is also bad news for consumers across the globe.
The 1973 oil crisis was another political dispute which turned into a full-scale economic retaliation, and it weighed heavily on global economic growth, which fell from 7% to around 2% in 1973. Experts do say, however, that Tokyo's export curbs will have more of a long-term economic effect and not likely to result in an acute crisis in the short run. This, especially as South Korean firms are exploring all possible means to cushion itself from the impact of Japan's possible expansion of export restrictions. However, industry watchers are voicing their concerns that if Tokyo dials up the economic pressure, the impact might be felt earlier in the second or third quarter of the next year. Kim Da-mi, Arirang News.